Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special Halloween night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They, too, come in off the bye, so we should have two. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is Tony Pollard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes this Dallas offense led by Dak Prescott in his 6th season now as the Cowboy quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And out of bounds right around the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Prescott down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Cooper again the target, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
For the Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and 4th is a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings.
The NFL Madden Week Season 202021 games and highlights will be coming up
Here's
next
Cousins.
on Sports Action Infinity 22.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The NFL Madden Week Season 202021 Week 8 matchup will be coming up next. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 6-1, New Orleans Saints 4-2.
Coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Play fake. Cousins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
The NFL Madden Week Season 202021 Week 8 matchup will be coming up next. Tennessee Titans 5-2, Indianapolis Colts 3-4.
And grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Cousins now. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Throwing is Cousins. To Jefferson on the slant. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a third and goal. Throwing, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now Pollard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. The veteran in his first year with the Cowboys, Brian Anger, on to punt. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. On second down, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Cousins on first down. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw again on second down, Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Cousins now to throw on first down. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off here at the 29. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
First down, here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The NFL Madden Week Season 202021 Week 8 matchup will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 2-2.
This is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Cousins.
New England Patriots 3-4 Los Angeles Chargers 4-2.
Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 8 matchup will be coming up next. Philadelphia Eagles 4-3, Detroit Lions 1-6.
And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's been Kirk Cousins with a hot hand in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, it's Cook again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On second down, Cook. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Cousins from the gun on third. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebackers.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
Xavier Woods, a former Cowboy, in on the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A give to Elliott. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing, Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Nick Vigil. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Out right here to Herndon. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Cousins to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. So Dak and the Cowboys down 14-6, just over 2 minutes to go. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. First down, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He's got Elliott, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Dak. Able to find Gallup. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Here's Dak. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. 7 yards to pick up there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they will take a knee here. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just about on his own goal line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Minnesota, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.